Lonely, I'm so lonely. I have nobody to call my TheOdditty, and it's been a long time since I uploaded, but I am back at it again. I wanted to answer the age-old question, do I enjoy living alone? If you're new here, I just recently moved to my new apartment. This is my first time actually living by myself. Fun fact, I have no car, I have no wheels to leave anywhere, so it's mostly me half the time. Well, mostly me and Mr. Kovu over here. Say hi, Kovu. No? Okay. I want some popcorn while I talk, so I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to make sure I'm not as stiff in my videos. I don't know why, I just never, sorry, I get so distracted half the time. I just do. It's not my fault, you guys. Like, I can't open a bag of popcorn. I can't open a box of popcorn. What is this? Oh, it's Boom Chicka Pop. Ow, I hurt my teeth. Back to the story. I've been living alone now for about 2 months, 3 months now. I moved here when I moved here in June, and it is now August. Wow, damn, it's only been 2 months, Sophie. I do not know why you're making this video. It's not been that long, and half the time you've not been home. Okay, you know what? I'm still gonna continue this video anyways. It's been 2 months, and I don't know, at 24, it looked like the right thing to do, to like move into my own apartment, but I really feel like I jumped the gun a little bit. I really do. I'm so bored. I am so bored, you guys. I literally don't do anything but work from home. Yeah, and I work from home too, and I'm not gonna be not working from home for the really long time. If you're someone like me who like is a very extroverted person, meaning like you literally thrive off being able to go out to places. First thing I did actually realize when I was moving here is like I'm far away from a metro, so I don't have a car. Meaning like if I want to go anywhere, I have to Uber places, or I have to walk like 30 minutes to the metro, or like I have to take the bus, and your girl is not taking the bus. So I literally struggle with like leaving the house because of it, because it seems like I either have to spend money to go to wherever I want to go, or like I have to walk a long distance, and my makeup will be sweaty and everything will be too much. I just really didn't like it. So that is, I think, one thing that I should have thought about before like moving in here to my new apartment, because now I realize because of the cost benefit analysis of like leaving the house, I tend to stay at home all the time, which makes me a little bit lonely because like I don't do anything. I don't leave my house. Like I literally just sit at home every day with my dog. I chase him around whenever I'm bored. Like we clown each other, I scream, I play music, and so it allowed me to get a little bit more content and lazy in staying at home rather than like being intentional about moving out. So this month I'm trying to do my best to like actually get out of the house. So, like I'm pushing myself to get out. I'm pushing myself to leave the house at least 3 times a week, not counting weekends. So whether it's like taking a really long walk, going sightseeing in DC, or doing something, so I'm not just sitting at home not doing anything. Living alone is expensive. I don't think people told me how much money it is to live alone. All these bills are yours. Like if you have a roommate, it makes sense because you're splitting the bills. So like you're splitting like the rent and like the lights and everything, and my ass be leaving the light on 24/7 because I'm like, I'm always home, so I want AC, I want the light on, I'm scared of the dark. So I tend to leave the light on every time, and when I tell you, those bills pile up, and I'm over here thinking, oh, what roommate is gonna send me half these bills? Nobody. Sofiyat is me. Nobody. It ends up having just to be me who ends up like paying all these bills, and it's absolutely crazy. So it does cost a lot to live alone. One of the also really scary things that I didn't realize about living alone is that you you're low-key alone. Like, it's not even lonely, it's actually like you're alone. Like the other day, thank God my partner was over and like he was hanging out with me and stuff, because I literally fell and fainted on the floor. And if that man was not around to pick me up and take me to the hospital, no, who would have found me? I would have been dead. No, I would not. Go for forbid. What kind of stupid talk is that? What rubbish. But I would literally have been like on the floor and nobody's there. So it's really scary when you're living alone to think about like nobody being able to like come check up on you, because nobody, like, you're alone. Like who is going to come find you? Who? Unless they're like, oh yo, Sofi or like whoever is always talking or always calling, let me go check up on them. Otherwise, like safety and sickness is a real fear when you live alone. But at the end of the day, I will not trade that shit for the entire world. I think living alone literally pushes your boundaries. It makes you question every single thing you thought. Like I remember coming here for the first time and thinking, oh, it's gonna be super easy, like I'm gonna enjoy myself, I'm gonna have a good time, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm going to like do coffee and tea and sit out on the balcony. And I'm over here every morning just like settling into a routine that honestly, unless I push myself, becomes so boring and it becomes so terrifying. And I really feel like I'm losing myself. And yo, this is not therapy. Low-key it is, because I post videos for therapy. But low-key, it just always feels like unless you push for something, right? At the end of the day, like you'd never know. That makes no sense, Sophie. What am I trying to say? I'll say this, okay? When I wasn't living alone, I would always look forward to like my roommate or my partner coming home. I'll look forward to like friends being around. I'll look forward to like, you know, walking places with people. There was always people to do something with. So I never thought about like the work that went into finding people to do stuff with. And although I have friends, there's a certain level of contentment that comes with living alone, that unless you genuinely push yourself to be better and push yourself out there, it gets really hard. It gets really hard, and it can be very lonely. And if you know me, you know I am the least lonely person ever. I have a lot of beautiful people who are all around me and they love me to death, but I had to realize, and I'm still realizing, that I need to put the intention behind everything I do. I need to be intentional about waking up in the morning, you know, going to walk the dog, going to brunch with friends, going to dinner. They all sound too expensive, bro. Like, everything I just said right now is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but like, I guess that's what it takes to like, you know, live alone and have your own space, but also wanting to have other people in different spaces around you too. So yeah, so I would say like I don't regret choosing to live alone, but because it's pushing me to learn more about myself that I didn't think like I needed to know. Like it feels crazy to think about it now. Like, wow, I wake up every day and I have to be very thoughtful and intentional about how I, you know, make that day. If I want to go out to get some vitamin D, because everything I have is in my house. And at some point I had to realize that to maintain relationships, I need to put in the work too. And it's definitely harder. And like as you grow up, you don't realize how like hard and monotonous work can, like life can get, especially if you have like a 9-to-5 or anything else. But at the end of the day, like you are choosing to do what's best for you. And if you are the kind of person who is like an introvert and you enjoy staying at home and all these things I'm saying, you're like, Sophie, that does not sound terrible at all, then kudos to you, bro. Props to you. I love that. I love that. I love that for you. I'm super happy for you. Me, on the other hand, it's not the case. And as somewhat of an extroverted introvert, it definitely has taken me a long time to come to terms with the fact that like I took for granted the fact that I always had people around me. And so now that I am forced to be alone in my space and alone with myself, I'm having to realize how intentional I need to be to do the things that I really enjoy doing. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll be making some more videos, and I hope this video takes you through the week. Love you guys. You are a baby. Go Sophie. Go Sophie. just me and you, buddy. Ugh. Your mouth stinks. No,